What is up, guys? My name is Caio. I'm a Dragon Pharma athlete, and today I'll be having a conversation with our newest member of the Dragon family, Andre. Also, the 2020 Tampa Pro champion, and hopefully 2020 Mr. Olympia champion.
Yeah, for sure.
I really like your vibe. I really like how real you are. I've met you maybe 3 days ago, but you're one of the realest guys I've ever met in the industry. So, first of all, first question is, how would you describe Andre?
Ooh. A little intense. I just work, man. I'm a hard worker. Pretty smart. But besides that, man, I'm a little intense. I just work, man. I just love what I do, man. So I go hard at it.
All right, man. I like that. How was your childhood? You know, growing up, before you got into like training and bodybuilding, how was your childhood, your life? And, you know, just because I feel like nobody talks about that. You know?
I got told to brothers, like I played sports my whole life, so like being athletic is nothing new. Like I've played everything, all the sports.
Were you always competitive?
Oh yeah. I came to win.
Yeah.
No matter what, man, we came to get the big trophy. Even in Little League, we came to get the big trophy.
And you were talking about your mom being
man,
your biggest critic.
Yo, dude, but like, because we came to win.
I know.
Like nowadays, they praise people for being average, man, and they praise people for sucking. So it's like, you sucked, but hey, you still did a good job.
Yeah.
I don't believe in participation.
You can get better like that. You need some.
Look, some people can. Some people can, but to like really be a grinder, no. Like, how should I say this? They keep score for a reason.
yeah, of course. So you play sports all your life, and when did you start lifting? Why did you? How old were you, and why did you? Love it so much.
I've been lifting weights since like 10th grade, so that's like 13 for football. And then we also had weight room as one of the gym classes. So I've been touching the weights since then. Even when I went off to college, like I had a set day at college. Like Monday, Wednesday, Friday was a certain day, and then Tuesday, Thursday was a certain day. So like my breaks were the same. Yeah. So I could have a structure where, all right, cool, I went to class, I had this class, a break where I'm gonna go eat or I'm gonna train. So every day I still train. Monday, Wednesday, Friday I trained at the same time, and then Tuesday, Thursday I trained at the same time.
And why'd you like better, football or lifting weights?
Oh, I definitely like lifting weights better. Like football was fun, but I stopped playing football in high school. When I went to college, I didn't play any sports anymore. Okay. But I still like lifting weights. Like I like being in shape.
When did you realize that like lifting was gonna be your life? Like you love that shit and you never wanted to stop doing that?
I want to say that's about like 10 years ago. Okay. Like I started bodybuilding 10 years ago, but I started competing in 2012. So even in 2012 when I started competing, I competed by accident. Like I wasn't competing, setting out to be a bodybuilder forever. Okay. And I want to say that didn't happen until like, honestly, my like second or third years of pro. Yeah. Because I came for the trophies, but I never came to like.
You never thought you would be so good at it?
After you get the glimpse of the potential, that's when you start going harder. Okay. Like that's when you realize you can actually, because.
And when you started lifting,
but
right?
It's this though. A lot of people pipe dream. Okay. So they're not realistic, right? So me, I'm like, all right, well, this is never gonna be a future. Like even if I'm all right at it, like, but not until I seen that. Oh, I'm really, really good at it. Did I say, all right, let me go all in? Okay.
And who told you had the potential? Like who looked at you and be like, bro, you should compete. You're growing so much. You're
no, the compete part was not even about like, oh, you should compete. That was accident. Like, yo, dude, like literally, I used to just get in shape every summer to party. Okay. And then like we seen, you gotta remember, this is back in 2012. Like this is in the beginning of men's physique. It wasn't cool. Like this is before it was cool. Yeah. So Yo, me and my homeboy seen Devin Physique about to compete in the show, and we thought we looked better than him. So we were just like, fuck it, let's do the show. So we did the show, and we ended up actually beating him in the show. So then it was like, all right, let's do another one. We got to the third one. My homeboy went pro. Then he became a firefighter, so he never competed pro. Okay. The next season, I became a pro, and then it was like, all right, cool. But I was still doing other stuff, and then I was like, all right. Then I started competing more, and then as a pro, I started competing more. And then once I won, like, all right, my first year, I did 5 shows. I won the last one to go to the Olympia. Okay. Then my second year, I won 3 shows. And then my third year, I won 4 shows in a year. So then when I was winning the 3 and 4 shows, now I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm pretty all right at this. So let me actually go hard.
Okay.
So
you were just having fun with it?
Yeah, in the beginning, it was just like, yeah. And then I remember Dave Palumbo said something. He was just like, yo, dude, you're winning shows and you're not even taking it serious yet. And then when I started taking it, but look, when I got into the pro league, I had to start taking it serious because I was getting 4th and 5th places all day. I wasn't winning shows consistently. So not until I took it serious did I actually start winning shows. I was placing consistently, playing around, but I wasn't winning.
Gotcha. And so what year did you become a pro? And to you, how was that experience of becoming a pro in the IFBB? Did you think your life was about to change, or did you just like, okay, I mean, I'm doing this, let's keep going?
All right, well, I turned pro in 2014 at Miami Nationals. And it took me like 4 or 5 national shows to go pro. So
dang.
I was hyped when
you were chasing it.
Look, I tell people this. I was like kind of like a above average amateur. Like I don't have any overall wins. I only have 2 first places out of 9 shows. Okay. Like, yeah, it wasn't like, I know plenty of amateurs that got like 5 overall wins and all that. Like, I don't have all that stuff. Okay. Like, I would literally was like kind of playing around, and I was still cruising by though off my jeans. Yeah. But I thought it was like cool as hell when I became a pro. That's still my favorite trophy to this day. Really? At all the trophies, dude. That's awesome. Even the silver medals, that Miami Nationals trophy where I turned pro, that's my favorite trophy.
How many athletes competed with you? Do you remember? How many men's physique they had?
Oh, I have no clue, dude. But this is when you had to like wait your turn. Like nowadays, I tell these guys, like it's easy to go pro now. Yo, back then you had to wait your turn because it's like all the top level pros, and there's a lot of them. We're in class B, class C. So you're showing up to the show, and dudes that are Olympians now, and the past Olympians are the dudes that are stacked in the national show. So you're literally showing up to a show, and number 1, 2, 3, 4, eventually it became Olympians in your class. Okay. Like not even in that one show. Like remember, my show, I turned pro in 2014 Miami Nationals. Me, Chase Savoy, Logan Franklin, Jeremy Potvin, and I'm forgetting somebody else. Darnell Ferguson. It's like 5 of us it's like 5 out of the 6 of us out of that overall group have made it to the Olympia. Yeah. And Logan Franklin won the overall at that one. Oh, damn. Like, yeah, so it's like when I came up, these classes were like, that's the true meaning of stack. The quality of competition was high. For sure. Yeah. So when I became pro, like that was cool. And then like I still wasn't like on some, I'm going to be Mr. Olympia. I was just like, all right, well, I'm going to compete. Like I didn't think it changed my life because I knew it wasn't gonna make me rich. Like I knew.
Okay, that's good because a lot of people think, oh, now I'm a pro, now I deserve this $1 million contract. Everybody's gonna be coming at me. My social media is gonna blow up.
It doesn't matter what you do in life. If you ain't hustling, you ain't getting no money. Oh, yeah. So I don't care what it is you're good at. If you can be great at things, but if you don't know how to hustle, you don't know how to get paid on it. Oh, yeah, for sure. So I realized the money was in the sponsors. The money's off the stage, not on the stage. Yeah. So if you know how to hustle off the stage, you can actually make money on this stuff.
And you don't have to even be the best.
No, not at all. Oh no, you don't have to even win. Yeah. You don't. And then because, a lot of people don't realize this, right? Your fans are your fans. They don't even care where you place. They're still going to be your fans. For sure. So even if you don't win, it's not like your fans are jumping ship. They like you. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Where does your motivation come from? What motivates you every day to keep doing the same shit over and over again?
Nothing.
You're just passion.
Yo, I have drive, I love what I do, it's passion, and I have discipline. So I'm not like every day I don't get up and be like, yeah, I'm gung-ho, let's go on the treadmill and go do cardio. Oh no. But every morning I wake up and I'm like, yo, it's go time. Exactly. Like, start that coffee, dude, it's go time, man. We got a job to complete. Exactly. And like I said before, I got goals that motivate me, but the motivation, yo, look, when it's there, I use it. If the motivation is there, I'm using it. Don't get it twisted. Some character over here wants to talk shit for a second and think he's better than me for a couple of minutes, and you want to give me some added motivation to go whoop your ass more. Cool, I'm gonna use it. But that's not always there, and say that's not there. Like people say, use haters for fuel. I don't use haters for fuel. I don't put no stock in the haters. You know, I put no stock in the haters because unless the crowd is sitting there chattering and you don't got a whole bunch of haters, what motivates you then?
Exactly.
What happens when some of these haters start liking you? Then what happens?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I always tell people, you know, motivation is not going to be there every day, but discipline is. So that's what you got to do, you know?
And I tell people to build structure, right? When you build structure, it's easier to be disciplined.
Oh, yeah.
When you don't have structure, it's very hard to be disciplined because you're like, if you wake up at the same time every day, if you do the same things every day, it becomes structure. Like even if you're gonna be a nurse, a doctor, a cop, a firefighter, no matter what it is you're gonna be, there has to be structure in your day, in your life, for you to be able to complete these tasks the way you're supposed to.
Yeah, I agree.
So the discipline, it should be in everyone's life. You should have structure and discipline. But for me, I thrive in that area.
Awesome. So you've been dominating men's physique for a while now, placing consistently in the top. You have the most wins in the category. How do you feel the category has been changing over the years? Do you feel like there's been made some good or bad changes in the category in judging, or do you think it's just been consistent all along these years?
Well, everything is evolution, right? So the guys don't look today the way they looked in 2012 because that's just evolution. If I keep lifting every day for the last 8 years, I would hope my physique got a little better.
Oh yeah. But a lot of people have been criticizing the men's physique, like, oh, they're just classic in shorts. No, they're bodybuilder in shorts. Okay. Do you feel that way?
All right, no, but I put things in relativity for people, right? So last year on the Olympia stage, I weighed 185 pounds.
Okay.
My stage weight for classic physique would be 200 pounds on stage.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
That's a solid 15 pounds of stage weight.
Yeah.
Of stage weight.
Yeah.
That's a big. That's not the same.
That takes a couple of years.
And you're not looking at the same person. But like, forget the time. Say I could do it in 2 months or 2 years. It doesn't matter what the time is to me. Yeah. It matters what the relativity is. That's two different completely physiques. 185 versus 200 pounds on stage.
Oh yeah.
So, do I think the men's physique guys are getting too big? No. Do I think some of them have got too big? Yes. And people also got to remember this: size and muscle are two different things. You can put on more muscle and not put on more size per se.
Okay. Yeah.
You can also put on more size and not put on more muscle per se too.
Sure.
So the goal is to put on more muscle and just to be more refined. Like I don't set out to keep getting bigger. I just set out to get better. I want the muscle to look better, more mature, more rounder, more fuller every year.
That's what happens to me. Some people get really they get too focused on the scale. And to me, like the last 2 years, I've been weighing the same on stage, but my physique looks completely different in pictures, bro. And you would say that I'm 10 pounds heavier.
And that's the thing, like, it's not about what the scale says because we're not bringing a scale on stage with us.
Exactly. You're not taking measurements on stage. So it doesn't matter. Yeah.
So it's all about, when we look at it, is it visually better?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I agree. And as a men's physique champion, what are the key points that you think are the most important for an athlete in that category to have to be a champion?
Everything. I don't like sub-segments, man. I don't like... it's not an ab contest. It's not a conditioning contest. It's not a who's got the biggest chest contest. It's not a body part contest. Technically, I don't have to be the best in any category per se, sub-segment, to win. I just have to be the best overall.
Best package.
It's about who's displaying the most harmonized physique. It's not about who's displaying the biggest chest and the best abs. So if you can have all better body parts than me, if I'm actually more in harmony than you, I still look better.
Okay.
Like
it's just more like the proportions.
It's about what looks better when we're looking at it aesthetically. That looks better than that. Okay. It looks pretty, dude. Like that looks pretty. Like it doesn't matter that guy has all better body parts. That shit just still looks prettier.
Yeah. I mean that's what the sport is about. That's why it's subjective. You know, because it's not about like, oh, he has 20-inch arms.
No, but look,
it doesn't matter.
you still have to have the good stuff.
Yes.
Like, we still got to look and say, yeah, it's all there. It's not like we can just look and be like, oh, it's prettier, but it ain't all there. Oh, no, it still got to all be there, cuz.
Conditioning,
yes.
size,
Oh, yes.
portion.
It still has to all be there. But you don't have to be there's guys that are more conditioned than me. They lose. There's guys that have bigger chests than me. They lose.
Do you feel like the posing, it's a big part of the category?
No, because you're standing there. I'm not hitting the most muscular.
Yeah.
I'm basically standing there and looking better. So you're actually at a disadvantage because I can't outpose you. Like, all right, at the pro league, like, unless you're really like just a shitty poser, you're not getting outposed by pros. Yeah. Like, we're all on the same level of posing. So for the most part, it's just displaying what you got. And some people's package just looks prettier than others, and that's how they win. Like, I don't go up there worried about, oh, am I the biggest guy? I go out there, does my shit look the most put together today? If it looks the most put together today, I win.
Yeah. I mean, it's very nice to hear that from you, because a lot of people usually have different opinions on that, you know, and say different things. But I understand what you're saying, and I like it. Men's physique is,
people think it's a hard category to judge. It's not. It's an easy category to judge. Because if you don't have the body, because look, when I say it's not a body part contest, what I mean is, all right, let's go to the top, right? Everyone at the top, for the most part, has the body parts, right? Well, if you don't have the body parts, we just already take you out the equation. You don't have the body parts, you're out. Cool. So now when we're looking now, it's not about, all right, who has the body parts? They all got them now. So now it's about who just flows better when we're just looking at it.
Yep.
That looks better than that. Cool, we're going to pick him.
So we know that 2020 has been a crazy year. Quarantine, you know, not being able to work out properly, or just all the crazy stuff going on.
Look, we even got a hurricane coming. Look, you see this? You see the rain?
Yeah. And how has that affected you and your routine and your life?
Yo, not at all.
Not at all?
Not one bit. I've had a gym the entire time.
Well, that's awesome.
The entire time. Because,
awesome.
All right, when it first happened, I stayed home for 2 days. My homeboy called me, yo, Dre, you can train at my personal training studio if you need to. Cool, I'll train at the personal training studio. Then my boss that I work for now called me while I was training at the personal training studio. I was like, yo, Dre, we're out in Virgin Islands now, and there's no coronavirus here. If you want to come move here and come live here, you can come here, and we have a gym all day. I was out. I've been there for the last 4 months.
But has that affected you mentally in any way, but not being able to? Because a lot of people are like, oh, I'm stuck at home, I can't do the things I always do.
What I'm trying to tell you is that didn't happen to me. Like, I was never stuck at home.
Gotcha.
Like,
and you're not a party guy too.
No, I don't. The bars are closed and shit like that. I don't party. I eat, sleep, and train. So eat, sleep, and training, and going to the store and doing my little things, all of that was still available for me.
For sure.
Like, if I was a partier, it would have sucked. But no, for what I need to do today, I had no restrictions the whole time.
That's awesome.
We were good. But because I had those things, that's the reason why I got to excel against people.
Yeah.
A lot of people got stuck in the rut at some point. So what happened to me is, because I didn't get stuck in the rut, I got to keep getting better. So it's gonna, I felt like I did open the gap a little bit on me and the other guys, because a lot of the other guys didn't have a gym the whole time.
Yeah.
So the guys that didn't have a gym, they might have lost a little bit of muscle, but I was actually still gaining more. So I think I might have a little edge that I didn't have before. Like a little edge that I didn't have before. I think I have that now. So I just got to keep my foot on the gas pedal.
So talking about that, what are your plans for the rest of the year?
For the rest of the year, we're going to sit down to the Olympia. We're not going to compete no more. But my foot's still on the gas. Like, I'm in prep. Like, I'm prepped for, like, I think it's like 19 weeks to the Olympia. Oh yes, I'm in prep already.
You're not going to take any weeks off? Like,
but what do you mean by weeks off?
Just like trying to, you know, just not worry too much about dieting and getting bigger.
But I dieted intuitively all year.
All the time.
So there's like, to me,
because a lot of bodybuilders, they say like, oh, after the show I can't go to the gym for 2 weeks.
Oh no, you know? Like me. So look, if I don't feel like going to the gym, I'm not going to the gym. If I feel like taking 2 off days in a row, I'm gonna take 2 off days in a row. But if I feel like going to the gym every goddamn day, I'm gonna go to the gym every goddamn day. Like, I'm just, and look, it's not like I had to super deplete myself and all this craziness for the show. I was already in shape, basically.
You're always
so
ready.
For that being said, it's not like I'm putting overdrive stress on my body to go train. You see how we trained yesterday, and we trained hard because I can still train hard. I'm just not going to train for 2 hours. Like even today, we're going to train back. It's not like I'm going to train light. Like I didn't compromise my body to the point where I need to take a break. So all I'm gonna do is just back off the pedal a little bit, put on about 5 pounds, 6 pounds over stage weight. And we're gonna rock with that till about, 10 weeks out, 8 weeks out, then hit the gas pedal again.
Sounds good. So your preps usually are like about 8 weeks out because you're always like ready. You don't need more than that.
I'm in prep all year.
Always in prep, yeah.
But I hit the gas for about anywhere between 5 to 10 weeks, depending on what I'm looking like.
Okay.
So if I keep it real close, then I can prep for 5. If I let it go a little bit, I gotta go do 8, 10.
That's crazy. That's nice, man.
But it's staying in shape because look, I'm not 20, 30 pounds over stage weight. If I was 20, 30 pounds, there's no way in hell you could prep for that long. But if I'm only 6 pounds over stage weight all year, it's an easy prep, dude.
Yeah.
It's basically just tightening everything up. It's not really like a prep. It's just, okay, well, stop eating shit food, do some cardio, and tighten everything up.
Sounds good, yeah. And, I mean, we all met you here a couple of days before the show. Usually the athletes are pretty stressed out, you know, from the prep and everything and being hungry or whatever, and you're very chill all the time. I feel like your mood doesn't change at all. You're always in a good mood.
I'm in a great space mentally, man. My life is fucking great. So like, and I was prepping, like I didn't have to kill myself in the prep. So my mood is the same because I'm really not stressed. Like there was no stress. Like it was me. Like, all right, well, it's kind of like another Thursday and another Friday and another Saturday. Besides, I got a show going on. I wasn't really I'm at a really good place in life, so it's just no stress. It's just stress free.
Do you get stressed for a competition? Like, because I feel like a lot of people still, even pros, they get nervous or anxious. How are you for a competition?
Yo, my coach is the man, and he makes sure we have none of that. So like, when I go to a prep, I don't care what I look like. I care what my coach thinks I look like.
Okay.
So if coach tells me I look good and I'm on point, or he gonna give me the encouragement I need at the moment he gives it to me, I'm cool. So like, I'm not worried about it. I'm like, I might even think I'm a little behind. Yo, coach, man, can I ratchet the cardio up here? Like, it's like, no, we're gonna go do this.
Cool.
All right, cool. But I'm not stressing because he ain't stressing. And if he tells me I'm ahead of schedule, guess what that means? I'm ahead of schedule. I'm cool.
That's nice.
I'm
yeah,
cool.
I mean, it's very important to have that relationship with your coach, that you trust him so much.
But I've been being coached with him since 2013. So it's not our first rodeo. We have over 30 shows together.
Yeah.
So
he knows your body. He knows how you're supposed to look.
But here goes him. He knows when to just let me. All right, so it was this show, right? And we're about like, I want to say like, we're on like the 6 week out mark, right? And he's like, all right, he's asking me status check for the week and stuff, and I'm like, I said it to him, I go, yeah, you want me to keep freestyling, like just intuitively dieting, or are you ready to take the wheel yet? Looks at the picture and he goes, nah, keep doing what you're doing for the next 2 weeks. Because he's like, yo, you're losing body fat, and you can keep eating a pack of M&Ms every day all day. He's like, yeah, you keep eating M&Ms every day. Like, yeah,
dang,
cool.
Dude.
So then it got to about like 5 weeks out, and then he looked at me, he's like, all right, cool. And he's like, all right, I'll take it over now. Send him my plan.
Dang, that's crazy.
Like,
that's crazy.
But we've been on the.
You've been together. He knows.
It's
you.
right. So it's like and what's funny is that most of the time, like, the consensus is always like we both agree on what we're doing, like, because we already know the data we have. So we both come to the same conclusion. He'd be like, all right, what were you thinking? What I'm thinking, he'd be like, oh, well, cool.
That's
Well,
nice.
look, this is what I got written down.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, it'd be like the same stuff. And also, like, if he asks me what I'm thinking, he has no problem telling me, nah, we're not doing that. We're doing this.
Okay. And you just take it.
Cool.
Yeah. That's how I am with my coach. I feel like it's so important to you. He has to trust you as much as you trust him.
That's 100% a fact.
What is your biggest goal or dream that you haven't achieved yet, that you're still chasing it?
Well,
if there is any.
Well, we know the elusive one is the Olympia, dude. I got 15 wins. I got the most wins in the division. I got 3 Arnolds. I got two top 5s at the Olympia. I got 2 top 2s. Like, it's only one thing I need left. And it's been elusive, and I haven't been able to get it. And yeah, it's driving me crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's driving me crazy.
Okay. What is your relationship like with your fans on social media?
Oh, yo, dude, I get a ton of support on social media, man. I appreciate the shit out that shit. I get hate too, and I appreciate the hate too.
And what do you get hate for?
It's just a regular everyday troll that, you know, the beta male guy who doesn't really like his life at home, so he feels he has to go around and leave negative comments on people's page on IG. It is what it is, bro. Everybody gets it.
It's true. It's true.
If
they're always out there, man. But hey, if you got haters, you're doing something right.
And I tell people, yo, some of my haters are starting to like me. So if you got some haters you won't give up, send them my way. Just say, yo, my man, yo, Cat Williams been said that. Send them my way. I need new haters.
That's true, bro. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people might hate on you because they might think you're arrogant, because you're always real, you know.
Because no, but
it comes across to some people like, oh, he's cocky.
But no, but look, that's cocky to you, because I'm not fitting in the box you want me to fit into.
But that's
yo, listen, hold up, my man. I live by my own code of ethics. I'm not here to live up to nobody else's standard of code of ethics because that's how you live, or that's how. Look, this is the worst though. That person don't even live like that, but yet they want me to.
Exactly.
That's even the worst part.
I totally agree.
Look, I'm not apologetic about that. I'm gonna be unapologetic about that. No, dude, I'm gonna live how I want to live.
I feel like people they don't understand what humility actually is. They think like, oh, for you to be humble, you gotta think of yourself
as weak and be nothing.
Yes.
No, oh hell no. I'm
exactly.
Listen,
if you know you're good, there's no problem with it.
No, but this is another problem. Yo, who are you to tell me not to celebrate myself?
Exactly.
What? Because I won, I'm not supposed to act like I won? Because I'm great, I'm not supposed to act like I'm great? Oh no, I'm gonna celebrate myself. I'm sorry, dude. If you don't like it, that's your problem, not mine. It's a personal thing you gotta work out, not me.
Yeah, I really like the way you worded that, because it's just perfect to me.
Too many people, look, I'm not here to live up to your expectations. Like, some douchebag on online social media doesn't pay my bills.
Exactly. Like, whenever he wins the shows you're winning, he can be the humble guy.
Yeah, I'm about to say, right? Let him do that. Right, let him do that when it's his turn. No, bro.
So, what is an advice that you would give someone that is starting to think about building a career inside this industry, becoming a bodybuilder, a men's physique, or whatever it is?
All right. Well, number one is do your homework. Know what you're doing. Know the industry you're getting into. A lot of people get into it because it's trending. It's not what they want to do. It's trending. They think they can make a quick buck or make a quick name. But do your homework, number one. Number two is find good teachers. Find good teachers. Like when I tell people hire a good coach, what I mean is find a good teacher. And it doesn't have to be the guy that's charging $1 million because he has the best athletes. It might be your dad. like it might be your uncle, it might be your mom. Like, find good coaches, find good teachers. And good coaches are good teachers. They're good teachers. They're not just, they're people who know how to teach. Teaching is good. And yo, honestly, man, because I tell people this too, like, you think you're going hard till you see who's going hard.
I like that.
Yo,
I like that.
And I tell everybody, one of the main things you got to do when I tell you to get good teachers, then I tell you, yo, you got to fucking go hard. Like, everybody out here is fighting for that same shit.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's fighting for the same shit out there.
All right, Andre, thank you very much for your time, man. I really appreciate it. You're an awesome guy, and I just thankful to Dragon for giving me this opportunity to know you. And I mean,
no. Thank you, man. Thanks to all you guys too out there. Man, I hope you guys get to know me a little better from the interviews. People don't really get to see too much. They just see the bodybuilding stuff. They don't really see actual Andre. But we're gonna be bringing you a bunch of dope content, bunch of stuff on my training stuff. That's normal stuff. But nutrition stuff, supplement stuff. But we're gonna do a lot of like day-to-day just stuff. Just show y'all what I be doing when I just be chilling at the crib, driving around my track hawk, picking up the kids, like just regular stuff like that, like the cool content. But stay tuned, man. We got a bunch of dope content coming, man. Andre Ferguson, Dragon Pharma. We are Dragon Pharma.